Historically, we have been taught that there are, there's this binary meaning two, right? There are only two separate check boxes. So we have men and women, or boys and girls, or males and females. And we're taught that there's these two distinct boxes and they all meet certain criteria, right? So we have men and boys who are males, and we associate that with testosterone, having a penis and a scrotum, having XY chromosomes, having facial hair and a deep voice, all these secondary sex characteristics, right? And then we're also taught that we have women and girls who are females, and we associate that with estrogen, with having ovaries, a vulva, vagina, breasts, having a higher pitched voice, being shorter in stature, various things. We have these associations. And so in the past, when it was less common to accept a non-binary, meaning not meaning challenging that binary system I just spoke of. So, a few decades ago, or not even that long ago, really, when society generally thought as there's these two options, bisexual, by meaning two, meant historically that someone who said they're bisexual means they're attracted to these distinct men and women categories, right? That makes sense. So now I'm not going to say that non-binary people have never existed. That's not true. Non-binary folks and gender as a spectrum has always been the case. It's just a matter of society coming around and adapting so that people feel safe enough to live authentically and be who they are. So now that gender is becoming more accepted as a spectrum, the definition of bisexuality is changing, right? So think about it this way. The bi in bilingual doesn't tell you what two languages someone speaks. It could mean that they speak English and Spanish, or French and Arabic, or Japanese and Korean. It doesn't tell you which two. It just tells you that they speak two, right? So that's kind of the same thing with bisexuality. So bisexuality now is starting to be utilized to mean that a given person who's bisexual is attracted to two genders, but it doesn't necessarily tell you which two they are. So some folks might use the term bisexual, and it still means these distinct men and women categories in that binary way of thinking. But now it's using more to say, I'm attracted to two genders, one that is the same as my own, and then another one,